episode 6. Here we go. Yeah, you're good. Feel free to walk around a little. Why aren't you tracing him? There we go. Okay, time for the axle swap. Another thing I haven't done before, so entertaining, fun. They don't make the kit for the 2500, so everywhere I was calling, they're telling me, no, it's only for the 15, only for the 15. With a little bit of alteration, we're able to make that fit. The leaf springs in the rear are the exact same width, so it's just a little bit of cutting of the supports and we can make that thing on there. Now, it's not something that's very difficult, but it's something we haven't done, so yeah, we got to learn. So for Project 72, we've had a whole bunch of changes. We've gone from a paint job to a full restoration. Now an LS swap. We were looking at the C channel in the back, trying to figure out, is this truck gonna get low enough?
I mean, I got one big lifted truck, but I've always wanted one low truck. So right now, the truck is C-notched, but I want to put a bigger C-notch in it. I want to have the truck ready to go for air ride to be able to like slam it down to the ground.
Well, here she sits now, man. We've taken quite the journey, and you were telling me you wanted to do something a little different with this rear end. What are you thinking?
Well, the C-notch that we got right now, this one here, I feel like it's not going to be big enough if I want to like slam it down lower.
Yep.
So I think we should talk to Dwayne, and I think there's like another C-notch you can get. It's an 8-piece. But it goes a lot.
Yeah, literally sees out the frame.
It sees out the frame.
Comes up here, comes across, comes down.
Yeah. Just so if in the future, if I want it, make it like ride almost on the ground, then I can do it. So I don't want to do everything right now because I got to change all the leaf springs up. And I'm going to change the rims up and stuff later. So yep. I think this is kind of
where we're sitting.
So I want to do everything right from day one and not have to, like I said, go back and redo everything all over again. It's going to cost me more money. So I feel like with advice from Brad from Alberta Boys and Dwayne from Airdrie Hot Rods, I feel like I'm doing the right thing of how I want to, do the truck. So this is a truck that's not a 1-year build either. Like it's probably will never be done, at least not for a while. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this is going to go.
Been in the automotive scene since about 2011. Started with actual mechanic, working on heavy duty equipment and trucks at first, and then got into the customization side and aftermarket side, and started doing lift kits and lowering kits and wheels and tires and that kind of stuff. and got sick of pulling wrenches, lost my passion for actually being in the shop, and moved into sales. From there, moved up to management, and then now I'm here running my own shop, doing my own thing. Honestly, headlights just started as a kind of a passion or a side project, just something to do for a hobby. And it blew up. Started doing some lights for some buddies, and it turned into a business. And here I am almost 4 years later, still doing headlights and taillights and every other kind of light every day. Yeah, starting a new business was a major jump. Been a ton of work. The last 4 years has been kind of just a blur, trying to keep up. Lots of late nights, lots of long hours, but definitely worth it to be able to be home with the family every night and do my own thing, make my own hours. Married with 2 kids, Chase and Lily. Chase is 4, Lily's a year and a half. Spend as much time with them as I possibly can. They like to come to the shop and hang out and help out here as well. Trying to get him into the automotive scene as early as possible, and Lily's not too far behind. Well, I've been working with Brad and the crew for about, going on about 2 years now. Doing all the lighting for all the different projects, as many as we can do anyway. So with the Tundra, we're opening up the Morimoto XP LED headlights. Gonna throw some etching on all 3 projectors, do some custom logos in there, and a little bit of paint match with cement gray. Always use the highest quality stuff, nothing that's shipped in direct from China or anything like that. Definitely stuff that's from reputable companies that have good quality control, and try and limit any issues we ever have with any of the lights we build. Hoping to expand to a full custom shop, do a little bit of everything. It's going to be a few years down the road, I'm sure, but the lighting side's been so crazy busy that I just can't keep up by myself. Time to expand a bit, maybe hire some extra help.
Robert is the man for retrofitting headlights. Now, I can say that I've probably done a minimum of 15 to 20 sets of headlights with Robert. I've used just about everybody I can, and he has always consistently done the best job. It's been awesome to see Robert's business grow throughout the years. And since we started working with him, he's just exploded. So we're really careful who we bring into the fold here at Alberta Boys. We want to make sure whoever we're working with is someone that's going to stand behind what they do, and especially with our product, Body Liner. We were the only people spraying it until I met Mariah and Lane from Boss Build Trucks. I shopped down in Carlisle, Saskatchewan. They drove down here, we were talking with them a few times, and Mariah is just an auto body expert. She's been doing it now for over a decade, and she sure knows what she's doing. She came down to the shop, we talked a bit, and I thought, what a better couple could I find to work with than these people right here. And so right now, down in southern Saskatchewan, Boss Built Trucks is spraying Body Liner, and they are just doing a fantastic job. We went down to Saskatchewan, shoot some videos of the trucks that they've done up. You know, we were down at the Parliament building, we were down at the Military Museum. We just got some really cool videos of some of the beautiful work that they're doing down there in southern Saskatchewan. know, I can't say that I've ever had someone approach me before with a theme saying, you know what, I want to be the Sasquatch hunting truck, search and destroy, right? 09 mega cab, and she already had 400,000 kilometers on her. So she had seen better days. We went and had to cut a bunch of her out. She had some rust, fixed it all up, and I was so happy with how this truck turned out. Now, when it came time shooting the video for this truck, we knew we wanted something different. So, you know, we got a Sasquatch suit and went out to the bush. And, you know, I'm the bugger stuck in that suit. And when I tell you, I have never been more out of breath in my life. I think it was minus 30 outside. Like, it was cold, but dang, was I cooking. It was a lot of fun. This is one of the first trucks we threw our ultra smooth liner across the whole top part of the truck. I wasn't quite sure how it was gonna work out because we hadn't done it before. We'd only been using ultra smooth on parts. And I can say, like, works great. Super strong, polishable product, but like, dang, hard to polish. Went to go wet sand and polish the hood to try and get all those nibs out of it. 10 hours into polishing just the hood. So it's a product that it is fantastic, but it's so strong. To try and wet sand and polish to that showroom shine is difficult. You know, we got like a slight Western motif to it with the stripe down the side of the door. We went with Dodge Viper's Striker Orange. Really cool color. So it's like a silver with a orange on top of it. You know, it's an opaque orange. So you're seeing through to that silver, kind of a candy color. The color just pops. You know, it looks burnt orange in the dark, looks bright orange in the sun. We love working alongside our clients. You know, the Sasquatch truck, the whole interior got redone. You know, the door panels all got painted, the dash got painted, the floor got replaced, the interior, the seats got done. You know, the client did this all himself and did a fantastic job. It just looks killer. The inside of it, the outside of it, everything completely changed. We got an airbrush guy down to do the tailgate. He just nailed it with that Sasquatch. Like, wow, did that thing turn out good. The detail behind it, it's crazy. front end here. We can see that, you know, we decided to try and get rid of all those holes so that we would clean up the front end here.
Oh
but
yeah, that's clean.
Just starting to weld her in, and I'm really glad that we made this decision. Now that we're taking and getting rid of all those holes, this is gonna be a clean engine bay.
Yeah.
Look at the LS sitting in there, and this being all cleaned up with minimal holes, painted right up, and she's gonna look really good.
Yeah, it'll look like a show truck how I want it.
Well, I'm glad we picked the color. She's looking, it's been
Oh,
the
man,
battle.
how many times have we changed that?
Working with Stein on the 72 has been fantastic, but he sees new ideas every day, and the longer the project goes on, the more ideas he gets. So we're constantly wondering, like, hey, should we do this? Should we do that? So the project most definitely has taken drastic turns from where we originally thought it was gonna go.
Like, I mean, from the 12-valve Cummins to rebuilding the old 402 and then picking the LS3.
We most definitely have taken a journey in what we're doing.
I know. But I mean, I think that's the fun of it too, though.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
mean, how many times we messaged back and forth trying to pick up colors? Oh yeah, and then also, I don't know if I told you, but I picked up a new, because I remember you called me and told me this one wasn't lining up very good.
Yeah, well, she's been repaired here. We can see we got welds here, and whoever welded her up, when they welded it up, the inside's in like a couple centimeters. So when we were trying to line up I know a couple centimeters doesn't sound like much,
but it adds up.
It makes it so that when you're trying to line everything up, we were wondering, like, why isn't things lining up? Because the bottom of it was a little bit like this. So,
yeah.
You know, got her from Scott's, did you?
Yeah.
And it's just about time, knock on wood, to put this thing back together. Tearing into the 06 some more. You know, we got the roof off, cleaned it up. You know, we had a lot of rust under there. She wasn't holding on too good. There was no welds. Got her welded in, panel bonded on. We like to use both panel bond and welding. The box side's completely off. We have an inner and an outer. There's two separate pieces. We replaced both. We take and undercoat the whole inside first. So the inside of the panel, the inside of the box side, before we put it back together. That way we're making sure we're sealed up. We're not gonna have those points that are gonna collect all that dirt, hold it there, rust out from the back side. We always use a weld-through primer. So weld-through primer, this one has super high copper content. And when you're welding, then on the back side, after you weld, a barrier of oxidization builds around there, so water can't get to it. She's not gonna rust out the weld. And we know that we're gonna have something that's gonna last and just be the best possible job that we could do. Now we're working with the client. I still gotta figure out what kind of tires are we putting on this thing. We love Toyos, you know, one of my favorite tires, so looking towards a Toyo and AT. But that's something that we talk to the client, find out what are your driving habits, how much gravel are you driving on. Is this vehicle gonna have winter tires on it? Are we gonna have all seasons on it? What is it that we wanna do? Where is it we wanna go? And how high do we need to be? Very shortly after starting this business, I realized it reached my lid, my maximum ability without becoming a smarter businessman. And so I've been taking weekly courses. I sit with my dad actually every week, who's a certified business coach, and we sit and we talk about what we can do to become better, move forwards. I joined a group called Success Builders. It's a group of entrepreneurs. We know that failure is just a part of growing. It's part of business. Sometimes I don't think honestly that I'm smart. I feel I've just failed more than other people have even tried, and that's been my key to moving forwards. You gotta make sure that you fail forwards, that each failure is a stepping stone in the right direction. That you take that failure, you put it down, you learn from it, you dust yourself off, you get back up and you move forwards. And it's a struggle to move forwards. You know, even within, now we're approaching our 5th year of business. You know, we still have major struggles. Not even a few months ago, I saw a few months that we went back tens of thousands of dollars, just trying to figure out some problems that we had, having some issues that were unexpected, having some costs that came up that were unexpected. And as the person that owns the business, I just don't pay myself. And so sometimes that's hard. I got some months where I'm sitting on some bills. And that's the reality of being an entrepreneur. It's not all the glory of the Flintstones. You know, when I was a kid, I thought owning my own business, I was gonna be Mr. Slate.
Flintstone, you're fired!
I was gonna sit at the office, feet up on the desk, yell at some people, and work's gonna get done. I'm gonna make money. That's the opposite of reality. There's many times where I've been here at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've left here at 11 o'clock at night. And then I go to bed, and I'm trying to sleep, and all I'm thinking about is what I need to do for the next day so you don't get a good night's sleep, and you come back in. But I love it. You know, it's something I choose to do, and I couldn't imagine working for somebody else, as I wouldn't be able to take forward the ventures that I'd like to move forwards in. I want to challenge you. You know, are you thinking about moving forwards in something? Are you trying to go out and take that step? You know, the only difference between those that do and those that don't is those that do.
He said it!
So go ahead, take that step, move forwards, take the risk. It's worth it if you're willing to work hard, fail, move forwards, and be persistent. You can do it. Well, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Alberta Boys TV. If you have any friends that you want to show, please share this show around, you guys. We have season 3 coming up. Our next episode is our last episode for season 2. We have some crazy stuff coming down the tubes. Make sure you tell your friends, share it around, and we look forward to seeing you next week. You got friends that love Sonatas? Because I do. I don't tell many people. You got some rim junkies in your life? You know some guys that can't get away from those rust buckets? Someone who just loves their Ram? Don't forget to show them the show. Got some exciting things coming down. Because I say excited a lot.